Here's the Better Boys out at the main garden. I've got 5 containers of those, and they're doing good. I mean, they're growing nicely. They're setting fruit down here. You can see some of the fruit size there. Better Boy's a good tomato. It's a little on the smaller side. I thought they were bigger than that, but maybe they are for some people. We're getting up here now, and you can see the heat is likely causing the flowers to drop. I don't see flowers coming along. This one looks like it's struggling here. Maybe they will continue. I got some flowers here and they don't seem to be growing any. So it appears like the heat is affecting the Better Boys pretty good, but the plants themselves are very nice. And the bacterial spot or whatever I was getting, they seem to be pushing through it pretty good. I'm keeping up with the spraying, so that helps. Now if you look down the row here on both sides, I got this row, and this row here. These are all Super Boys, and they are the 2nd generation. I don't know if I've said this before because it's been a while since I've been doing these updates. Super Boy as an F2, there's going to be some variances between the two. But there's certain ones that I like a lot. You can see here over, I like this size, which is really good. It's probably twice as big as the Better Boy. But we got some fruit here that's about the same size as the Better Boy too. So that's what happens in the 2nd generation. Also in the 2nd generation, some of these, a few of these will be Parthenocarpic. Most of them will not. So the key factor for my selections on all 3 rows is to find the Parthenocarpic varieties, the one that are continuing to set fruit, and then make the selections based on the rest of the criteria, the taste and the size, the shape, the production. All that other stuff comes after Parthenocarpy. Let me see if I see any that are setting fruit. Up here you can see that there's some. This is a pretty big truss actually, but there's babies here that have not fallen off. Sometimes they will start growing again, but what a lot of times what doesn't happen is the flowers don't drop off. Here's some fruit set up here up top. You see that one up there. There's a bunch here. I'm almost guarantee you that this particular plant is Parthenocarpic. The one right next to it, which has got better looking fruit to me, I don't see that happening just yet. I haven't ruled it out, but it doesn't seem to be happening on that particular plant. This is the 3rd row of Super Bear, 1, 2, 3. And I've checked, and there's a couple examples of probable Parthenocarpy. This is a gorgeous looking, gorgeous shape. It's about the size of the Better Boys, and it's got fruit set coming all the way up. And you can even see the babies here in the top. This one, I almost guarantee you, is Parthenocarpic. I'll know later after I assess it and take the fruit and all that. Then we come along here. There's not a whole lot in any of these. There may be some, but I get to a little bit further down here. This one doesn't. This one doesn't here probably, although there is some coming on up top here. This one may be. I need to take that sucker out. Anyway, get to this plant here. Look at that. That's probably a 12 ounce. At least 10 ounce to 14 ounce, maybe this one. And the fruit's nice and large and great shape. I got a crack here. It's been raining a lot, so that might be the reason for that crack. But it seems to be healing over. But you come up, you follow it up here, and you can see that this one's got some fruit set on it high up, and it's bending over here too. So this one is likely Parthenocarpic, and it's got the big fruit, which is something I was after. I'll take some of the smaller fruit too. Those make some great sandwiches and some great eating. if I get a really productive smaller fruit out of it. So yeah, it looks like my lines are starting to take off now. Both the Brandybear, the Super Bear, and the Teddy Bear, they're all starting to take off, whereas the commercial varieties, Better Boy, Celebrity, are starting to have some difficulty with this heat. Today is the 10th of July. I'm going to do an update of the comparison grow. What happened is something that kind of creeped up on me. The plants weren't getting what they were needing, so they were not growing as heartily as the plants at the other garden over there. The trial plants aren't. And so what I figured out was that garden, the main garden, has 10-10-10 in the pots. These don't. It's been relying solely on hydroponic fluid, and it just was not getting enough. That's the bottom line. Plus there's some disease stress, as you can see here. I've got to remove that and spray again today. I was supposed to spray yesterday, but it was raining, so I've been doing that every 7 to 10 days. But yeah, these are the plants now. These are the Celebrities and one Better Boy on the end, and these two rows here are Brandybear. And you can tell now that I've added more fertilizer to it that they're starting to kick now, so that's a good thing. Plus I've trimmed a lot of the lower leaves to keep the disease out, to help reduce the disease pressure, actually, not keep it out. It doesn't seem like I can do anything to keep it off of any of the plants, but I hope to reduce it enough where I can get a good trial out of it. The tomatoes seem to be popping back really good now since I've increased the fertilizer so they get the food they need. This is a Celebrity. Another Celebrity. Fruit's not very big, and you can see there's a wormhole. I'm getting wormholes on all of them. I am spraying with organic, which is a chrysanthemum based insecticide. This one's got some decent sized fruit on it. Excuse me. This is also Celebrity, and this is a Better Boy. We know the main garden has got a little bigger fruit on their Better Boys, but this one is just not doing too well. Over here, these are Dorothy's, and Dorothy is starting to flower now pretty good, and lots of yellow popping up above the green here. It's not if you look over here at the Celebrities and the Better Boys, it's not happening much. There's one there, but Dorothy isn't minding the heat, it seems. This is a fruit. It's bigger than both Celebrity and Better Boy, and there's one over there that's turning, and yeah, you can see the flowers are coming on nicely. The overall weights and documentation will tell in the end how much fruit set and the production overall, but I'm seeing lots of beautiful flowers coming on, and if it does like it always does, these Dorothys will start, or will keep setting fruit. You'll be able to see the fruit coming through the flower before the flower even dies, a lot of cases. These over here, it's been really warm. They're probably going to stop. In fact, I don't see any small babies on any of them. There isn't any much on these either, but the flowers are starting to pop up.
How long do we gotta stay here for people we don't know in one lines? All of the clothes are designer, fast cars, and who knows who. Yeah, I know what they wanna say. They're gonna ask me if I'm gonna make it. I don't care if I'm gonna have to fake it, long as I can be real.